And hello, we are back for our second episode. And for this episode, I would like to welcome our very own Miss Zia from the 4D explanation of Fifth Industrial Revolution and the evolution of 5G. But first, let's start with the Fifth Industrial Revolution. So Zia, tell me more about this topic.
Okay, so let's look back first to the first fourth industrial revolution. So the first industrial revolution is used to steam power machines. The second is to bring electricity and faster production. The third one, it introduced us to computers and early automations. And lastly, the fourth, this is where we gave us the internet, smartphones, smart machines, and artificial intelligence. But you know that now we are entering the fifth industrial revolution. This one is very different.
What makes it different from the previous industrial revolutions?
So let's now tackle about it. The first one is the human robot teamwork. In factories and offices, robots and people work side by side. Machines do the heavy work, and humans focus on creativity, decision making, and care. So, the second one is the smarter and kinder AI. Artificial intelligence is becoming more helpful. It helps doctors during surgery, supports teachers in classroom, and assists farmers in growing food. But in the fifth industrial revolution, AI is designed to be more fair, transparent, and safe. So the third one is the sustainable technology. New machines and systems are being built to save energy, reduce waste, and protect nature. Factories are trying to be cleaner, and products are being made to last longer or be recycled. So the fourth one is better health and personalization. Technology is helping doctors give more personal care to patients. Even in schools, students can learn using systems that fit in their learning style. This is called personalization at scale, serving everyone but in a way that feels personal. And lastly, the fifth industrial revolution is not just about smart machines. It also cares about what is right and fair. Technology is being made to protect people's privacy, treat everyone equally, and make sure no one is left behind. This means thinking carefully about how we use technology, not just to move fast, but to move with kindness and safety.
Alright. Before we wrap things up, I've got one last game for you. It's called Guess the G. So, how it works is basically I'm going to describe something like an old school phone call or smart car, and you have to choose which generation it's from. Are you ready?
Yes.
So, level 1. You could only make phone calls, no texting, no pictures, and the sound wasn't even that clear. Which generation is it?
Well, I think that's 1G. Because, as you said, this was the first mobile tech ever. Just voice, big, chunky phones. Hey, next.
So, for level 2, you can finally send messages and maybe simple picture, but slowly. Which generation it's from?
Hmm, I guess that's 2G because that's when texting and MMS came alive. Okay,
Good
level 3.
guess. Good guess. So level 3, you can open the websites and check emails, but it's still kind of slow. And watching a video, you're ready to wait. Which generation is it from?
Hmm, I think that's 3G Because these ones gave us the mobile internet for real, but not super fast.
Okay, so 5G sounds amazing. Super fast, super smart, but not also perfect.
Well, yeah, there are real issues we need to think about. So first off, rolling out 5G is expensive and slow in some pieces. More connected devices are also mean more chances for hacking and data leaks. And some areas, especially with old buildings, can block 5G signals. And let's be real, no? Not everyone can afford 5G phones or data plans. The digital divide is still a thing.